Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting video here on Food Chain TV. Do I have a delicious recipe for you today? I could not wait to go to the store and buy the ingredients to make this for you guys. This is possibly one of the best things that you can do with ground beef, and I think by the end of the video you will agree with me. These Salisbury steaks or beef patties are so flavorful and so juicy and crispy on the outside that, just like the title says, not only are they almost better than steak, in some cases I think they might be. But you be the judge. Also, as a bonus, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick, easy, delicious sauce to go along with these. So let's get right into this recipe. The year was 1837. Sir William Salisbury, having just invented the automatic meat grinder just a year before, beheld a chunk of his beloved ground beef and... You know what? We don't have time for this. On to the recipe. So I have a bowl here. I have 2 pounds of 80-20 ground beef, which means it's 20% fat. It's nice and fatty just the way I like it. Now we're going to put a little bit of sea salt in there. About a tablespoon, that'll do. Now, if you watch this channel, you'll see me using this a lot. I love Kickin chicken. I put it on everything. So I'll put a tablespoon of that in there. Better make it 2. I want to make these Salisbury steaks into a flavor bomb, so I'm going to add some extra beefy flavor by adding a tablespoon of beef bouillon powder, which to me is like powdered gold. I love this stuff. Okay, now before we add anything else, I'm going to use my most expensive cooking tool, my fingers. All right, and I'm going to start poking holes in this mixture. And what that's doing is actually spreading the spices evenly into the beef before I add anything else. So this is a good way to make sure the spices are evenly distributed. Next up, you want breadcrumbs with cheese in them if you can find them. Okay, these are seasoned and they have Romano cheese in them. It's going to give it yet another layer of flavor. And it's going to be a sort of binder and a conditioner. So it's going to make these so silky and soft, and the mouthfeel on these is going to be incredible. All right, now we are not going to use eggs because we're not making a dry bucket of sand, all right? We want these to be silky and moist, so we're going to use heavy cream, all right? Wherever country you're in, whatever heavy cream is called, make sure it has at least 35% milk fat. Here in the U.S., that's considered heavy cream or whipping cream. Okay, now just get your hands in there and just mix it up for about 30 seconds. Make sure everything is mixed together and well incorporated. Okay, now remember, use your customizable kitchen tool, your hand, and make a claw, and get your claw in there. Turn your hands into a food mixer. There you go, mixa, round and round we go, and just till it looks nice and evenly colored. You don't need to overdo it. Just make sure that everything's mixed together. This should be pretty nice and soft. Okay, now we're going to turn these into patties. Hot tip, get your hands wet so the beef doesn't stick to your hand as much, and start shaping them into patties. Alright, so shaping these is pretty self-explanatory. The one thing that I want to add to this is that once you shape them into patties, and this one's going to be, they're all going to be about an inch thick, but once you shape them into patties, notice how I'm pressing into the middle, and that's to make sort of like a little concave hole into the middle, because when you put these in the oven and they start baking or roasting, they're going to try to shrink towards the middle, and if you don't do that, you might end up with like a giant meatball. So you want to press a little hole into the middle of these. That way they'll cook more evenly and they won't be so ball shaped, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I have them all laid out on my baking sheet, which is covered in parchment paper to make everybody's life easy. And I have a little bit left here, so maybe that'll be for the cat. All right, there we go. So I'm going to roast these in the oven. My oven has convection roast. Convection, I'm not even going to get into convection. Just put it in your oven at 400, and this will take maybe 20-30 minutes or so. When your meat thermometer reaches 160 degrees Fahrenheit, you are done. Remember that beautiful sauce I promised you at the beginning of the video? All right, this is how you do it. I'm going to slice up about a dozen? I'm going to slice up about a dozen mushrooms. Add some extra virgin olive oil to a skillet. And yes, you can cook with olive oil, and I'm living proof of that because I did this yesterday and I'm still alive. Add a little sea salt. Add a little bit of beef bouillon. I like to put about a tablespoon of grain mustard in there. And once you fry your mushrooms for a few minutes and they're nice and golden brown, you can add a little bit of heavy cream. And you want to slowly bring that up to a simmer. And just let some of that water evaporate until the cream naturally thickens by itself. And you can test it with a spoon for desired consistency, which is a nice, smooth, rich sauce. Okay, and if you time it right, the sauce is ready right at the same time that our Salisbury steaks are ready to come out of the oven. And whoa, man, look at these. These turned out so good. I'm gonna put some of that nice mushroom sauce all over them. Oh, look at that. You know, I have to say, I really did enjoy these more than I would have enjoyed a steak. They just turned out so good. Ladies and gents, look at the sacrifices that I make for you. Gotta do a little taste test here. Put some of that sauce. Oh my god, so silky. Alright, look at that, guys. Better than steak. Let me tell you, it was so good. The inside is just so moist and rich and almost creamy. The outside's nice and crispy. There's so much flavor in these. I really hope that you guys give these a try. I think you're gonna love them. So thank you guys once again for watching my videos. I have so much fun making these videos for you guys. All I ask in return is that you guys please hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification icon so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. And again, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. The more subscriptions that I have, the more time that I can spend making videos like these just for you. Alright, so I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm gonna go eat some delicious Salisbury steaks.